Hi, everybody, and welcome to my studio. Well, the saying goes that the eyes are the window to the soul. You know, when two people meet, the first thing that they do is they look at each other's eyes. This creates the connection between them. You know, they understand the emotional state that each of them experience. And that creates that special bond, that special connection between them. And it represents the importance of the eyes in a relationship between two people. Well, that same thing exists when we look at a portrait. The character in the portrait has an emotional state that we are supposed to connect with when we look at the painting. Today, we will look at that and try to understand the anatomy of the eye and how to paint it in oil. So let's get started. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and liking this video. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Well, the eyes are a very complicated feature in our face. It has a lot of folds and some area of it protrude outside, some area of it shine. And we need to look at each and every part of it in order to understand how to draw it and paint it. I always start painting with charcoal. You don't have to, but that's my system. Pay attention to the slope of the eye. The eye is never flat. There is always an angle to it. Pay attention to the upper lid and the lower lid and the tear duct, the iris and the pupil. Remember that the eye is not flat. It has areas with protrusion, and there are areas that goes out and down and goes into different folds. So always remember that the eye is not exactly a flat area. For my palette, I use burnt amber, ultramarine blue, orange that is built from vermilion red and Naples yellow, vermilion red, yellow ochre, Naples yellow, unbleached titanium dioxide, and titanium white. Well, the first thing I do is build the base colors. A very thin layer that will give me the base values and colors, first around the eye and then inside the eye. I work with small brushes, and coloring the eye requires a lot of patience. I always tell my students that if they want to draw and paint a realistic eye, you need to draw at least 100 eyes. It sounds a lot, but if you sketch a few eyes every day, you will get there pretty quickly. Variations in values and colors is extremely important. Pay attention to every small area of the eye and make sure there are no big areas that you use the same color and value. It is also best to paint the eye in layers. Between the different layers, allow the paint to dry completely. The layers will add dimension and realism to your painting. The eye has many colors. It has yellow, blue, orange, brown, white, red, black, and many combinations of these colors. Always remember that the eye is a ball that sits under the skin. Think about it while you draw and paint the eye. Think and imagine that ball. It's the mind and hand connection that will allow you to make it more realistic. Remember that the white of the eye is never white. It has many colors in it, including yellow, blue, orange, red, and brown. The variety of the colors in every small brush stroke is highly important. It will help give an organic look to the eye. Depending on your style of painting, using an impasto layer can dramatically improve the organic look of the eye. If you are painting a portrait, Make sure to work on both eyes simultaneously. The two eyes are not the same, so treat each eye separately, but paint them together. I hope that makes sense, as it sounds a bit confusing. The eyes are small, so it requires working with small brushes and a lot of patience, so don't rush anything. The details inside the iris are important. They can help increase the organic look of the eye and help show the wetness and reflective character of the eye. True, it is a lot of details, but again, depending on your style of painting, if you want a realistic organic look for the eyes, then these details are necessary. Well, the first layer is almost done. I will jump to the second layer, where you will see a major change in the look and feel of the eye. In the second and final layer, we are building a thicker layer of paint. We also increase the chroma in the colors in order to bring the eye forward. We also increase the contrast and control the values better. You can clearly see that the variations in color help with the three-dimensional look of the eye, and the use of impasto in the painting provides a better realism and organic look. The devil is in the details. It is in every brushstroke you make. Be patient, enjoy the process, and do not stop before you are satisfied with what you are striving for. Above all, remember when you are painting the eyes that they are the focus of all portraits. They are the connection between your character in the painting and the viewer who looks at your painting. Without this connection, the viewer will quickly lose interest in the painting. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.